Hello friends, in this part we will talk about the food web. In the last lecture we have talked about the food chain and now I will be talking about the food web. So what is a food web? Before that, let us say that this is a forest. Suppose we have start living in a forest, and in the forest there are various organisms which are residing, and let us say in the forest there are some grass, and we have seen this again. Grass, it is getting fed by a grasshopper. The grasshopper is getting eaten up by a frog. The frog is getting eaten up by a snake, and the snake is getting eaten up by the hawk. We have also named this, we have called this as producers. These are primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers and quaternary consumers. Now this is an example of a food chain, but in a forest there are other organisms also, and the other organisms may eat some members of this food chain also. For example, grass can be eaten up by rabbit. Similarly, we have grasses can be also eaten up by, say, some larvae of some insects. Larvae of other insects can also eat the grasses. Even grasses can be also taken up by deer. Deer can also eat the grass. So grass is in a given habitat. Grass is not the only source of food for only grasshopper, because grass can be the source of food for other organisms also. So grass can be eaten up by this. Now let us consider this deer first. Deer can be eaten up by what? Because deer eats the grass, and the deer can be eaten up by, say, the higher organisms. Let us say tiger. So deer eats the grass, tiger will eat the deer. So this is a separate food chain: grass, deer, tiger. So this is a separate food chain. Now grass can be eaten by rabbit. Rabbit can be eaten up by fox. Fox can be taken up by tiger. So this is one more food chain: grass, rabbit, fox and tiger. Now let us say this: grass is eaten up by some larvae of the insects. Larvae can be eaten up by, say, some small birds. I will write some small birds over here. Larvae can be eaten up, insect larvae is eaten up by small birds. Small birds is ultimately eaten up by some big birds like hawk. So this is one more food chain: grass, larvae, small birds and hawk. Now there can be some other also food chains. So look at this food chain: grass, grasshopper. Grasshopper can be, although this is a food chain, grass, grasshopper, frog, snake and hawk, this is a separate food chain, but grasshopper can be a food for, let us say, this small birds. Grasshopper can be eaten up by small birds also. So this becomes a separate food chain: grass, grasshopper, small birds and large birds, hawk. So this become a separate food chain. Now similarly, snakes. Snakes can be eaten up by peacocks. So this becomes a separate food chain: grass, grasshopper, frog, snake, peacock. So what is there? Frogs. Frogs are generally eaten up by the snakes, but there are some other organisms also which eat the frogs. We will not go in the details. We will keep it simple like this. Now what can you understand from this? That when we are talking about a specific habitat, a specific ecosystem, you will never find a single food chain. In a specific, in nature, you will never find that there is a single food chain going on. There will be many food chains, and each member of that food chain can be a part of a different food chain. So, if I say this is a food chain, again, just this clear should be, this thing should be clear in your head. Suppose this is a food chain, a single food chain. But this member, grasshopper, is also a member of a different food chain. What is that different food chain? Grasshopper, small birds, hawk. So this becomes a different food chain now. Grasshopper, small birds and hawk. That becomes a different food chain. Now, grass is the food for grasshopper. Grass is also food for deer. So there is one more food chain over here running. Deer, tiger and grass. So what, even this one, this is a food chain, grass, grasshopper, frog, snake and hawk. But there is one more food chain running, grass, grasshopper, frog, snake. From the snake it goes to a peacock. So that's a different food chain. So what this food web, this concept is that in nature you will never find a single food chain running. There are intermixing of different food chain. There are interacting food chains. So there are interacting food chains. I will write you over here. Interacting food chains. And this interacting food chains is called a food web. This interacting food chains which occurs in the nature, in a given habitat, in an ecosystem, that is called a food web. It is like web, it is like net, it's like a network. So all of these are nodes of a network. So they can be connected to different food webs also. We say a web is something like this. There is a node, it can be connected to this node, it can get connected to this node, it can get connected to this node. So all these nodes are interconnected. All these nodes are interconnected. We call this a network like thing, because you will see some other networks going in over here, going out over here. So these all are network like thing. Just to show you an example, what is a network? So you will see there is a net like thing occurring. This food web is like that. It's like a net. It's like a network. Network of what? Network of different food chains. Food web is nothing but it's a network of different food chains. So in a nature there are different interacting food chains which occur, and those interacting food chain is together termed as food web. The significance we have studied for the food chain applies over here also. We come to know about the different transfer of energy and nutrients. We'll come to know from this food chain, food web diagrams. So significance remains the same. Only you have to understand about the food web is that there are different interacting food chains which is occurring in that nature, and that is called a food web. I hope this is helpful. So we have learnt about food chain, and this is about food web. And in the food web, you have to remember is that any member of a given food chain can be a member of another food chain also. A member, just like grasshopper, is a member of this food chain, but it can be a member of this food chain also. So that's why they are actually interacting with each other. The networks they are running. So this node is a part of this network, this chain, this black. Suppose I am representing this black as a food chain. So this member is a part of this black food chain also, and that we can say is that same node is a member of this food chain which I am representing with red dots. So it is like a network. This is just a diagrammatic representation, just to make you understand that how these are interconnected. This is nothing to do with this food chain structure. This is just to make you understand. This small diagram over here I have drawn is just to make you understand how they are interacting with each other. Okay, I think this is helpful for you. In the next part, we will see about the trophic levels.